it's supposed to feel. How it's supposed to
What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of our Madden 23 Brooklyn Bulls expansion draft only franchise. About to start our third episode of the season, and we got a breakout scenario for Rashad Grimes, which is very exciting, but it kind of messes with the plan that I had for this season. And I just want to show you what I'm talking about. At the beginning of every season, I like to just take a peek at the schedule and maybe plan out what games I plan to play every episode. And this season lined up perfectly for a strategy where, week one, we played the opener. Obviously, the second episode, we played one of the first-round rookie quarterbacks that we passed on this year. Episode 3 here, we play division. I was planning on playing the Browns, so we get one of our Browns games in. Then we have the Cowboys and the Saints. The Saints also selected a quarterback in the first round, another quarterback that we passed on. Here, Eagles-Bengals. Eagles, also selected a first-round quarterback that we passed on. And the fact that we're not playing this Bengals game will come in to importance later. Got the bye week, and then we have the Texans. Also selected a first-round quarterback that we decided to pass on. Jets, Ravens. Here we get a Ravens game in for a second divisional game. Chiefs, Broncos. Broncos selected our number one quarterback on our board, the one that we were considering drafting. Goes to the Denver Broncos, and then a double divisional episode where we hadn't played the Bengals yet because we played the Eagles in this episode, so I was planning on playing the Bengals. So we had this season lineup perfectly where we play the opener, and then every other of the 8 episodes we're either playing a divisional opponent or one of the first round quarterbacks that we passed on in the draft. When do you get a schedule that lines up as perfectly as that? We'd get one game in against each of our divisional opponents. We'd be able to play a game and get, a real Madden look at all the guys that we passed on to give them a chance to make us regret it or, feel good about it, either way. But then Rashad Grimes had to come in and have a breakout chance, somebody that I think I want to break out just as much, if not more than anybody on this team. And so I want to hop in and make sure he gets this breakout. But then all of a sudden it messes with the entire ecosystem of what I want to do for every episode after. Not every episode after. Some would remain unchanged. So we really have 2 options here. One is to play the Ravens this episode, and then instead of playing the Eagles, play the Bengals this episode, and then play the Browns in this last episode. That would give us one game against each of our divisional opponents this year. Something that I try to do as a minimum against my division. I try to play like 3 to, you could play as many as 6, but 6 of the 9 episodes in the season being division is a little bit much, unless you're year 1 like we did last year. But so in that case, we would still play each of our divisional rivals once, and we'd play 4 out of the 5 quarterbacks drafted in the first round. We'd still, technically play all 5, but one of them would be simulated. Or we play the Ravens twice this season, and then whoever we don't play between the Bengals and the Browns, we just don't face this season in our division. And neither one is ideal, but I think I actually lean towards the second option, We played both the Bengals and the Browns twice in our first year. And so, playing them twice over 2 years is still kind of on par for what I want to do as a minimum, but just not facing a divisional rival in a year, something I typically try to avoid. I guess the third option would be to let the CPU play this breakout with Rashad Grimes. That could theoretically be tempting, but the last time I had a simulated game where I put run inside as our game plan, Rashad Grimes had 5 carries for 19 yards in that game. So I have no confidence at all that Grimes would be able to get his breakout in a simulated game. We are a terrible sim run team. So I'm going to go with option 2. One of the Browns or the Bengals. I think we kind of just decide that when we get there. We're just not going to face this season, and we'll face the Ravens twice. The Ravens were the only team that last season we only faced once in our division, so I guess that is fine. Get Rashad Grimes 2 touchdowns or 100 yards rushing and receiving combined. Going to be, honestly, even more than winning, my main priority for this week. We're 1-3, not a great team. I don't know if winning is going to help us out that much, but getting our young running back, lead back, a dev trait, yeah, that's going to help us a lot. They want us to defend the deep pass when they're 25th in the NFL in passing and 2nd in the league in running. Yeah, I'm going to say no to that. I'm going to try to defend the outside run. It will cover handoffs that go outside as well as, I think it covers, or do you have to do QB scramble or read options? I don't know. I feel good about it though. These guys are not good against the pass, but they're good against the run. I don't care. I'm still going to try to do run inside because I really want that dev trait. Tony Wilcox is not going to get one of these slots. It's going to Cheeks. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Who did it take out? Godfrey could also be. In fact, we will go Godfrey instead. He's got superstar dev. If we can get him up to overalls where he can get better abilities, that's what I want to do. Spencer Cheeks, like I said, when we drafted him and in the first episode of this season, awesome that we got such a high overall guard, but he's got some serious holes in this game that make me doubtful for his long-term future with the team. And why'd you draft him? You say, well, he had ranges at some of those. I didn't know he was going to be F. He was C to F. I was hoping for C. Ended up with F. So, all right. Cole Byers, that's right. He's injured. That's who the spot opened up for. He's got up to 70 power moves, so I think just make him a stud run stopper for now. Couple block shitting. Gets him up to 80 there. Tony Wilcox. He's our backup halfback. Power back, I mean. Which is a halfback, so I wasn't technically wrong. I was just not saying everything that I wanted to. That's all we have prior to this game, so let's get into it. Here we are. The headset was freaking out for a second. Going against Baltimore, Marlon Humphrey. That's an incredible game they're highlighting there. Defense getting fired up. Should be a good game. We went 1-1 against the Ravens last year. We won the game that we played, and then we lost the game that we simmed, which I was certainly happy about because that was the last game of the year, and at that point we wanted to lose. That's what got us up to the 3rd overall pick, was that loss in week 18, so pretty big boost for us. This game is a very tough one to not have Cole Byers. He was, our main acquisition towards stopping the run this year. He's not in this game, but Raheem McKinney stays home on the read option and finds Lamar Jackson in the backfield, loss of 4. 3rd and 14. Lamar Jackson has time to throw and has a man downfield. That's Mark Andrews, first down and much more up near the 45-yard line. Just a yard out for the Ravens on this 3rd down. Najee Harris will easily pick up the first and push the Ravens into Bulls territory. 2nd down. Heavy formation on the right side for the Ravens. They'll get a man underneath. I thought I was going to switch on to Pharaoh there. Once again, a 3rd and short for the Ravens. They have the good running game too. Convert in situations like this. Atkinson could not quite make the play in the backfield. Kurt Banks with the cleanup. 1st and 10. Give once again to Harris. We get caught up in traffic, and I keep thinking I'm switching to somebody else. I wish you had a little bit more control over who you switched on to in Madden. From the 11. Give to Harris once again. He shakes past the tackler and finds himself in the end zone. That was not a great contained by me on that one. Ravens just ran the ball right down the field on us.
Let's go now.
Quick 3rd down here. Certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start. And we're going to have Bowman underneath who makes the catch for 1st down yardage. Pickup of 7 brings us to the 39.
Here we go.
We'll give Grimes a rest occasionally and bring Lovelock in for a run. He's got a bunch of yardage and puts us past midfield. From the 43. Counter give to Grimes. He's got space. Nice job by the receivers to sell the routes downfield and give Grimes the room to pick up a bunch. Still have to pass occasionally, despite the heavy run preference early. Gonna try to hit Lovelock. Very good there. 2nd down. 2 tight ends in the game for the Bulls. Something we don't do a ton of. But still do it occasionally. That's a nice catch by Burgess. He's shaking past the tackler. Beautiful play after the catch there to not step out of bounds. Gain some additional yardage by our stud.
Ready.
Give the carry to Grimes. He gets up near the touchdown. Call it to the 1-yard line.
Ready.
We've been riding him this whole drive. Let's ride him for one more play here. 3rd and goal from the 1. He gets into the end zone easily. Touchdown, Brooklyn Bulls. We'll tie this game up. Both offenses giving a heavy dose of the run to put them downfield. Great blocking there by our offensive line. Isaiah likely checks into the game for Baltimore. And over the middle is open. That's Rashad Bateman out to the 47. Lamar Jackson also not doing a bad job passing the ball either. Under a minute left in quarter number 1. And that's Mark Andrews open. He gets past Ingram and gets past the 1st down marker as well. Probably a guy you want to guard. Now 3 yards out on 2nd down. They're going back to the run. That's what I would do. That was terrible contained by me. That was my bad. That was my bad. Second and goal. Give to Najee Harris again, and I guess the wrong gap that he would go through. I mean, whichever one I picked, he was probably going through the other. The blocking's been superb. And man, we really need Cole Byers back. Ravens loading the box a little bit here. Still gonna run it. Don't mind the look here, and it's gonna be successful. We get up past the 40-yard line. Ground's already halfway to his goal practically. Quick slant over the middle to Johnny Lovelock on 2nd down. We'll pick up the conversion. Just 4 passes for Palmer so far. See if we can get some receiving yards now for Grimes. He's gonna have some room on the screen. Can we get a block from Cheeks? Yes, we can. That will be first down yardage. 3rd and 10. We tried to start passing the ball, and it has not been working. Got Bowman here. He makes the catch past the sticks. Inside the 22, the 13-yard line. Nice job by Palmer to recognize the coverage. Gonna try to fake the run here on 2nd and 9. Hopefully we have the time to find our man. And it's gonna end up being a sack. Tried to keep extending, give Burgess more time to come up, and it just never happened. And now 3rd and 24 from the 27. At this point, we're kind of just take a shot with one of these corner routes here on 3rd and 24. It's going to be with Burgess here. He's open! Can we hit it? We do, and that's a touchdown. Baltimore. Beautiful throw. I don't know how Baltimore's letting up a 3rd and 24 at that spot of the field, but hey, I will take it. Beautiful blocking to allow Palmer the time to make the play as well. 3rd and 6. Lamar has time to throw, finds a man underneath. That's a big hit, but not before the first down is picked up for the Ravens. Maybe trying to give our pass rusher time to get there. Does not work this time around. Atkinson gets beat by Bateman over the middle. Go with Manlick once again here. Ravens are spread out. They give to Harris, and that's a nice job stepping into the rush lane, keeping him for a gain of nothing. Lamar with time. That's a beautiful strike over the middle to, is that Deontay Johnson? I believe that is the man that we gifted to the Ravens. Well, I guess they did pay us some picks. 3rd and 5. Deep into the end zone for Bateman. It's caught. Tried to make a play on the ball with Goodrich. I don't know what that was. What is going on with some people's skin in our stadium, man? Did you see that receiver there? Neither team has been able to stop the other in this first half. We got an X Factor activated for Burgess. We're going to take the shot downfield, and it's picked! What a play by Marcus Williams. Thought we had an opening with Burgess. Beautifully played by Marcus. Just a little... How do you allow Marcus to come in front of you like that if you're Deacon Burgess? 2nd and 9. Quick throw to Mark Andrews. He's breaking tackles. We get back into the play, but got to wrap up there. Under a minute left now in the game. That's a man wide open. That's Godfrey. Man, Godfrey cannot cover these corner routes. That is not the first time we've had a man open deep downfield on a corner with Godfrey in coverage. He does not have the speed to cover those downfield routes. And, thought putting him in the slot this year would help him out, but we're seeing that it's not a perfect strategy still. How our last throw was an interception is still a mystery to me, man. Deacon Burgess was open. Should have made the catch. We'll get a quick first down here and call timeout. Ravens have been all over our pass concepts here. The ones that we've been trying to get downfield at least. Gonna try to hit Bowman here on the out route. Can he get out of bounds? Let's say he can't. Ravens looking to bring blitz. We got a couple of shots down the sideline we might be able to take. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What was that? Terrible decision, but what is that throw? Like, he has to full-on stop, and it's still... Man, Eli Palmer is trash. I can't stand Eli Palmer, dude. Get him out of this team, bro. What is this defense? At least it's to 0 seconds, so they can't take a field goal. Oh, my goodness, our defense. Both sides. I'm just going to run the ball every play in the second half. Not the way we wanted to end half number 1, but we'll start half number 2. Looking to get back to where we were having success before, and Russell Lovelock's got a lane. Nobody's going to catch him. Russell Lovelock down the sideline will score on the first play of the second half. Some beautiful blocking by the offensive line on the first level into the wide receivers on the second level, particularly Deacon Burgess. That's what makes him such a superstar, is he's got pretty good run blocking ratings for a wide receiver too. I remember he had A coming out of the draft, so awesome play. And we're back within 1 score instantly here in half number 2. Zone look for the defense on 2nd and 10. We got, oh, what? Madden controlled my player. I was, can you let me control my player? When I move my stick, my player should move. The whole, like, forcing me to stop, cut it out. So annoying how Madden forces your defenders to do certain things on a freaking zone look. I take it out of the game. Sure, the CPU should do it, but when I'm controlling the player, let me control my freaking player. 3rd and 4, looking to get aggressive here. Still mad that rookie McKinney wasn't allowed to tackle Najee Harris there. His Madden's animations are trash. First down, Baltimore. Press man look here. Ravens past the 50. Throw to Deontay Johnson. He fumbles the ball. Goodrich is there on the recovery. Can't get anything of a return there because he's in some like 20-yard backward stumbling animation, but nice play by the defense. Not only did our 99 injury offensive lineman, I should say, get injured, it's a long-term injury that he won't be able to return in this game from. That coverage is freaking sick, dude. Goodness. Nerf man coverage, please. I'm begging you. Now at the 36. Baltimore has plenty of time. Lamar finds Bateman. Why would you switch me onto the corner that's behind him, who has a 0% chance to make the play? Make the player that you switch on to make sense in this game, please. Man in motion, that is. See what I'm talking about? My stick is down. My stick is down. It is. Let me watch the instant replay, please. For the goodness. What is my player doing? He's outside. My stick was down this direction. Why is my player moving to the side? Snap the ball, please. Thank you. Goodness, they only took the whole clock to do it. Dude, stop watching me, forcing me to watch a curl route replay. It's the least impressive play in the game. In the red zone are these Ravens. Najee Harris stopped for a gain of 2. Second A from the 16. Man in motion. They'll toss it to him, and I whiffed again. What is up with my angles? Dude, it's Deontay Johnson, dude! Tackle him! This game is really getting on my nerves right now, dude. I whiffed. That was my fault for sure. My frustration is probably leading me to play not very soundly, but also, why is Deontay Johnson breaking tackles like it's freaking Najee Harris?
Go now.
3rd and 3 going back to Grimes here, dude. Oh my goodness, this game. First down. If he had more than 20 speed, that would have been a lot more yards. 3rd and 2 going back to Grimes. Once again, at this point, I'm getting him to 100 yards. I don't care about anything else in this game. He always gets caught from behind. He is the slowest dude on planet Earth, I swear. Under a minute left here in the 3rd quarter. There we go. There's a nice run. Nice block by Johnny Lovelock, but the safety sheds it. 1 yard away now. We're getting there. 2nd and 11. We'll turn to the air here. Go to Bowman. We'll get a first down. Faking the run here to Lovelock. And we're going to roll out with Palmer. We're just going to try to get a block. Instead, we'll get caught by the linebacker. I mean, Green is pretty fast. First and goal from the 9. Trying to find... Oh, my goodness. That coverage! What is up with that coverage? That's freaking ridiculous, dude. Oh, I hate Madden 23, honestly. 3rd and 4. Changing the formation. Conversion for the Ravens. It'd be a miracle if we could tackle somebody on the first attempt today once. And it forces me to jump outside again. It's not a fumble. Why it took 7 players to dive to recover that ball is freaking ridiculous. It's not a fumble. And I get sucked into a block there. Nice. I was right there. I get sucked into the left so I can get blocked. Beautiful game. 3rd and goal from the 7. Can we get a stop here? Richardson in pursuit, gets to Jackson, and Rashad Bateman's not that guy, man. Rashad Bateman's not that guy. Oh, I'm calling a mercy rule killing. I've had everything I can take of Madden 23. Seem to remember the game that we played against the Ravens last year was also like one of the most frustrated I've gotten. I think it's because like literally when you play the Ravens, they run so much read option that like you have no control over your players. You don't. Madden controls your players when they're the read option. You have no control over your player movement. It's all predetermined by whatever the heck Madden wants you to do. So annoying. It needs to get out of the game. Yes, do that for the CPU players, obviously. Interception for Palmer. Honestly, I played poorly with Palmer. It wasn't... Yeah, of course, had a couple of catchable balls, but most of Palmer's mistakes were my doing, not his. Lovelock ended up getting the simulated. Yeah, Trevor Hall injured. It's ridiculous. He's got 99 injury. I love when I, work hard to get players who don't get injured, who have a very high injury rating, and man just flips me the bird instead. It's great. I got guys with like 80 injury on my offensive line. Why is Trevor Hall getting injured? I don't know. Should be a breakout scenario. How about that game from Grimes? Always thought of him as a serviceable backup. 20,000 XP. If there's any way to turn around a terrible game. Like, if Trevor Hall was, injured and had to sit out a couple quarters, fine. Why is he getting a 4-week injury with 99 injury? And, like, if it was rare, I would understand it more, right? But go back to Jerome Snell in our last franchise. He got injured every year, sometimes multiple times a year with 99 injury. Make injury mean something. Goodness. I don't know. Sorry, I've been a negative Nancy. I'm going to stop being that. Playing the Ravens is just very frustrating. And I don't want to do it. And we're going to play them twice this year. Yay, I'm so excited. Let's pump a little bit of elusive back into Grimes. Why not? See if we can get change of direction. We get one there, a couple jukes as well. Let's pump another one in there. 3 juke and a change of direction. All right. And then we'll give him another power back boost here. Strength, trucking, vision, awareness. So juke moves us up to 85 just like that. Just snap of a finger. Gets a couple change of direction too, which is obviously nice. Now with Star Dev, he's looking a lot better. So obviously that's a big positive coming out of this last week. Have a short week against the Browns. You've fallen to 1-4 in the year. The Browns aren't doing much better at 2-3 though. For a team that kicked our trash last year, but the Browns were our worst loss last year, honestly, if we're being honest. Beat us twice. Only team in the division that we didn't beat. They've consistently been 3rd place, Feel like they have not played to their talent level. Let's get this weekly Focus. Done. Gotta stop Nick Chubb. They're terrible against the pass. We'll throw out medium. See how that goes for us. Throw out medium, I think, gives us the best chance to win. And I wouldn't mind a win at this point of the season. Mackey is not somebody that plays for us. Atkinson, starting corner, out for this week against the Browns. Let's take a look at some upgrades here, starting with Taylor Ramirez. See his low, he's needs a little bit more. We'll do a power upgrade here. Also helps him get up towards 80 overall, which is a big deal for guys with superstar development. Godfrey here, we'll try to get him a little bit better as a zone corner. Gets 2 there. That puts him up to 70, which is a good threshold to pass. We'll automatically upgrade these last few players and get into this game against the Cleveland Browns. First Energy Stadium. I'd admit I did not know that that's what the Browns Stadium was called. The Browns will score first with 3, and we end up getting an interception that one looked on what looked like a promising drive. We still end up taking the lead and extend it to 7. We're keeping the Browns out of the end zone here until that point right there. We take a 3-point lead, and now a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. Looks like we might get our first ever win against the Browns. Love to have been able to play our first win against the Browns, but I will take a simulation victory as well. Again, Browns are the only team that we hadn't won against yet in our division, so snagging one here is nice. It looks like this team just doesn't quite play as well in simulation as they do when you actually go out and play the games. Decent game for Palmer, 20 of 33, 271, 2 touchdowns with a pick. Not bad at all. Rashad Grimes has a solid game. Lovelock was our best receiver today, and with Burgess behind him. We allowed some sacks today. 4 sacks for Caleb Vaughn Richardson. Have yourself a day, young fella. Half sack each for Banks and Ryans as well. And so TFL for Raheem McKinney. Those 4 sacks by Caleb Vaughn Richardson could have been a big factor in our win today. As we saw, the Browns were having a tough time scoring, particularly touchdown-wise. We'll go slot upgrade here for Danny Goodrich. Couple man coverage, a press, a tackle. You'll love to see it. David Cooper up for upgrade as well. Need to continue to work on that pass block power. We get 1 here, not the best upgrade. Ingram, field general. Gets him up to scheme fit. Not that that matters in this particular franchise. 4 blockation and a speed. Ooh, baby, that's the kind of upgrade you like to see. So let's take a look at this short week scenario. Who said short weeks had to be tough? 2,500 XP for the whole offense. You'll love to see it, particularly for the offensive line, which just tends to develop a little bit slower in general. We'll take a look here at the upgrades that we have because of that XP boost. And then we'll sign off on the episode. Yeah, we got quite a few players on offense here to upgrade. Starting here with Mr. Deacon Burgess. Let's go a physical. Feeling like that could be a good upgrade. A decent bit of upgrades here. Break tackle, release, short route, stiff arm. You love to see it. Johnny Lovelock. We're going to go physical as well for him. Mostly just for the release and catch and traffic upgrades. Gets one of both. Maybe you should start pumping him in a little bit of deep threat just so he's not like so terrible. Needs some finesse more than power for sure for Trevor Hall. And Justice Bowman, quick upgrade to vertical threats. A lot of upgrades there for him. John Howard. Want him to just develop as a deep threat. Couple release a deep route. That's what you like to see, deep route into the greens. Let's do Russell Lovelock. Let's do a elusive back for him. Of course, had that awesome touchdown run in this game. Holloman, deep threat as well. And I think that'll be it for the guys that we upgrade manually in this episode. And that brings us to the end of it. Ended up 1-1 in the episode, puts us at 2-4 on the year. Really frustrating game against the Ravens. I think that's going to probably be a trend when we play these Ravens. Just they're a frustrating team to guard in Madden. Particularly, like I said, with the animations that you're locked into when the opposing team runs a read option, which they obviously run a ton of. We'll be back soon with another episode, probably playing those Saints like I outlined in the beginning of the episode. That episode will be coming out soon, and I will see you then.